So we've talked about the why you should teach your baby to sleep through the night. Let's get down and dirty. Let's talk about how you're going to teach your baby to sleep through the night. The first thing is that you want to try to very much differentiate daytime from nighttime for your baby. So during the day you have a certain pattern of activity that you're doing, but when you're getting towards the bedtime, I want you to think about making it a very distinct transition from daytime into nighttime, meaning quieter lights, a bedtime routine of bathing, speaking more softly, reading a book, even to a little 3 or 4 month old you can read a story to, just something that shows that, okay, this is different. This is not my daytime routine, this is my nighttime routine. So, okay, the baby's settled, you're going to do this. What you do is you put the baby into the crib and the baby will start crying. And you walk out and you leave the baby crying. You wait about 10 or 15 minutes, and if the baby's still crying, you go back in, you look at your lovely little ball of crying mess, and you say, I love you, it's time for sleep, blow a little kiss, walk out the door. So you're saying hello to the baby, you're letting the baby lay his or her eyes on you, but you are not doing anything to help the baby go back to sleep. Meaning, no picking the baby up, no shaking the crib, no finding the pacifier to give him or her. You are just letting them see your presence, hear your voice, and then you are leaving. And then you wait another 10 or 15 minutes and doing the same process all over again. Walking in, I love you, let the baby see your face, and then walk back out, leave the baby crying. By doing this, you are teaching the baby that you are there if there's a problem, but if there's no problem, the baby has to go to sleep by his or herself. Sometimes babies cry so hard that they can throw up, in which case you would very efficiently clean up the bedding, take the baby out if you need to, and then right when the bedding is cleaned, put the baby back in, start the same process all over again. Meaning, don't give up if the baby does something that is outside your normal routine. Just keep it going. Typically, after 2 or 3 hours of this, the baby will fall into an exhausted sleep, you'll fall into an exhausted sleep, and you'll get a little while, a couple of hours that you're both sleeping, and then the same process starts all over again. So that whole first night, keep it in your mind, every 10 or 15 minutes you want to go in and check on the baby, let the baby hear you, see you, and then walk back out. You'll start the same process the second night, but wait a little bit longer this time before you go in. So instead of 10 or 15 minutes, make it 15 or 20 minutes. When I did this with my own children, I actually had to set an alarm clock because after a while from hearing all the crying, you can sleep right through the crying. So you want to have something that wakes you up that you know that you're going to go in every 10 or 15 minutes. By the third night, 95% of babies are sleeping through the night. If it doesn't happen by the third night, keep it going. If you give in at some point, then the baby will learn all they have to do is cry long enough, and you will give in and take them out of the crib and do whatever they need. So you really want to stick with it once you've made the commitment. As you can gather, this process does involve some crying. I hope that most of it is the baby's and very little of it is yours. But as long as you're out of the sight, not picking up the baby, crying with the baby in your arms, I'm okay with that. I promise that it'll work, and I promise that everybody in your household will be sleeping quickly. So now you know both the whys and the hows of teaching your child to sleep through the night. If you have any additional questions regarding either of these two issues, please contact me at askdrrisa@gmail.com or follow the link below to our website.